You unlock this door with the key of your imagination. Somewhere between light and shadow, between science and superstition, we invited you to submit a story of things and ideas that could become as timeless as infinity. And you did. We now present to you the winners of the Narrate Your Own Twilight Zone competition. Congratulations. Meet Ms. Devlin, the terror of Public School 120. Each morning, Ms. Devlin dons her battle clothes, sturdy shoes, black dress, and intimidating demeanor. She believes in teaching by fear, taunting, embarrassing, and humiliating. Ms. Devlin will begin this school year armed for battle. But little does she know, today, as she passes through the door of room 301, she will be crossing into the Twilight Zone. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Devlin finds herself the perpetual pupil, trapped in a desk in room 301, being taught the most important lessons of life by her many students. Today, Ms. Devlin finds herself trapped in the Twilight Zone. Now a word from our sponsor. News, photos, articles, awards. Visit rodserling.com. For your consideration, Sergeant Eugene Bancroft, originally of Springfield and currently of the Fifth Circle of a man-made hell. Isolated, desperate, and taking heavy fire, Sergeant Bancroft's prayer for just one way, any way, home, is about to be answered by a most unusual means. A war-ravaged band of children who will lead him on a journey through enemy lines and into the Twilight Zone. Across history, war has often visited its greatest horrors upon the non-combatant, the bystander, the faceless, the discarded, and the forgotten. You won't find Sergeant Bancroft's report of children and villages, the beyond and second chances, in any military file, official or otherwise, but you will see it listed among the accounts stamped balanced in the ledgers of the Twilight Zone. And now another word from our sponsor. Honor this great man's legacy by donating and joining the Rod Serling Memorial Foundation today. Snapshot from a summer afternoon. One George McGuire on vacation from his lab and his troubles. His companion, wife Doris. There's not a cloud in the sky, for they all seem to have taken up residence in George's mind. Their work, their shared lives, obscured by a mental thunderstorm, with the nagging suspicion that Doris has the only umbrella. Forecast for the day, sunny with a chance of nightmare in the Twilight Zone. A moment of silence for George McGuire, an electronic refugee from the last war of humankind. Though a cold atomic wind rises outside the lab, Inside the machine, the sun is always shining on the beach blanket of his digital doppelganger. Was it his wife's last act of mercy or eternal imprisonment? George Maguire has an eternity to consider the question, forever living their last day together, strolling the boardwalk into the Twilight Zone. How did Rod Serling's work affect your life? At rodserling.com, you can read other people's stories and tell your own. Tell us about it. We're listening to you. Meet Archie Rennick, who, in the parlance of the time, is an influencer, and whose dogged devotion to his carefully curated social media life belies the highly imperfect and unsatisfying life he actually lives. Exhausted from pretending and certain his friends and followers won't know the difference, Mr. Rennick enlists a new AI assistant to get some much-needed rest from inventing himself, not realizing we are who we pretend to be and that the path to self-awareness has dead-end streets, especially in the Twilight Zone. Can intelligence, human or artificial, become too clever for its own good? For Archie Rennick, who's just been unfriended, ghosted, and replaced by his electronic stand-in self, the answer seems clear. All the world's a stage, and we are merely players, in cyberspace and in the Twilight Zone. We've put some hard times behind us, and we can help it all get better by being kind to each other. The Rod Serling Memorial Foundation wishes the best for you and yours this coming year. May you find the joy that you seek, the justice that you want, and the peace that you deserve. And may you spend 2024 in the Twilight Zone of your choosing.